Are you easily offended? Are you one of these new generation? Okay. Oh, cool. All right. Right on, bitch. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just... Sorry.
She's getting engaged.
Okay. What's his name?
Michael. She was here with Michael and his family at the first show, and then she came to this show with me to celebrate my birthday.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a camera. No. You want to be on the internet? What? But people love to get offended. That's why I love my gardener, Bernardo, because he doesn't get offended like white people do. Like if I assumed he liked tequila, my sister would be like, why? Because he's Mexican. But Bernardo would be like, why? You got some? The last thing on his mind is racism. I asked him if he deals with any bigotry. He said, nah, only little trees. Nothing phases him. I could be like, Bernardo, the apocalypse is coming. He'd be like, the what? The world is ending. He'd be like, oh. So, do you pay me now or no? I recently found out that I'm actually a little black. I paid for one of those things you send away for, the credit report. What are you guys doing, man? There's no NASCAR race today. What are you doing? Have you ever been this close to a black person before? This is a tourist attraction right here, boy. Thanks for coming in. Take your time, ma'am. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Yeah. Ma'am, so your knee's bent this way. Just so you know. Okay. Stay with me, Maria. Stay with me. Are you already filling out the comment card? If I did? No me gusta. A little bit of an age difference, huh? Well, better than paying rent, right, sister? Where'd you meet her, man?
Work.
At work? Okay, so you're the boss. Where do you work at?
School system.
In the school system? What grade are you in? What do you do over there, sir?
Maintenance.
So you're like
I do the locks at the school.
The locks at the school. Okay. You ever let her out? How do you keep it interesting after whatever, how many years? What's that? Costumes? Oh, yeah. What is he? Yeah. Does he ever dress up like he's your age? If you see a big black guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably just walking by. But if you see an Asian guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably driving. I never understood white people who talk like they're black. What's up, y'all? They all got the same story, don't they? They grew up around black people. So, I grew up with cats. I'm not like... I think my house is haunted. Apparently, the last guy who owned the house died in the house. It was like some surfer dude from the 70s. Late at night, when it's dead quiet, I'll hear, Why do we have to pretend like we're all the same? It's okay to be different, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Black kids and white kids are different. Like on Halloween, a white kid came to my door. I said, what are you? He said, Spider-Man. Then a black kid came to my door with no costume. I said, what are you? He said, 19, motherfucker, I'm a Canadian. Black people sound cooler because everything's just shorter, right? Right? Like a white person will be like, all right, all right. Black person?
Right.
No. You look black from up here. I should have known he's got a golf hat on. I've never had that happen before. You know it's I, right? Yeah. This is the one time this black guy, affirmative. I can tell these jokes about black people because I have black friends. One time some white lady goes, how can you have black friends when you're obviously a racist? I said, I'll teach it. My assistant is transgender. And I asked her, what's the hardest thing about being transgender? She said, honestly, I just want to be treated like a woman. So I cut her pay. What do you do for real, though?
Run some newspapers.
You run some newspapers. Okay. Do you know that they don't have newspapers anymore? Yeah, I'm a milkman. Just getting away from the wives this weekend?
I'm a widower.
You're a widower. Well, we're going to get you laid tonight, sir. How about that? What's that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Are you willing to make a donation?
Been there, done that.
You talking about You can do more than just the one time, you know that, right? Want to have No, I did it a couple of years ago. Not for me. And he's dead. A little-known fact, a lot of German people settled in Mexico. So now there are Mexicans with blonde hair and pale skin. Yeah, the technical term is Wiener Schnitzel. I don't know. I feel bad for the Mexicans who didn't get the message, standing outside Home Depot, sweating their ass off, people trying to warn them, ice is coming, thank God, isto can. I could go for a snow cone or something. This is the first time in history that people are actually ashamed to be white. I'm proud of my culture. I believe there's only one superior race. NASCAR. This is how bad bullying was when I was growing up. I remember there was this kid in a wheelchair he controlled with his mouth because he couldn't even move his limbs. And these evil little bastards let him bully me. I love the way foreign people say things. I dated a girl from Czechoslovakia. One time she came out of my bathroom. She's like, do you have any more asshole paper? I didn't know foreign people could be so racist, too. I had to explain to her, you can't call someone a racial slur. Sure enough, she has a road rage incident with a black person. She goes, you're a racial slur. Did you know Asian drivers cause more human fatalities than tornadoes? But obviously, you can't compare a natural disaster to a tornado. You know what I mean? They say black people talk in movie theaters. So do white people. It's just different. Black people are like, watch out, he's finna get you. White people are like, there's some black people in here. Yes, it's an emergency. I love black people. Black people get a bad rap. Black people are like taxes. It's how they're raised. My neighbor is a black guy with this huge pit bull, and I made the mistake of trying to pet him right in front of the dog. I got in a car accident with one of these illegals. His fault. And when I tried to ask for his insurance, he acted like he didn't speak English. He goes, "Què?" So I called ICE. They took his passport, sent his ass back to Canada. Some stereotypes are just true. Like Mexicans have a lot of kids, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I saw a Mexican lady get yelled at because she brought 8 kids to the DMV. She was so upset, she quit. You can't say black person, it's person of color. You can't say woman, it's female. You can't say gay man, it's flight attendant. I can't keep up. I appreciate diversity. A lot of black people are moving into my neighborhood. And I think it's great. It gives me hope. I didn't think I'd ever be able to afford a house. I never understood people who talk like they're black.
And we're going to do it again in 2024.
They all got the same story, don't they? They grew up around black people. So? I grew up with cats. I'm not like... Women are like detectives, and we're always under investigation. Like, one time my ex-wife found a used condom. I was like, that's not mine. She goes, yeah? Take it off.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
My grandfather was an amazing man. He raised an entire family without telling my grandmother. There are certain words that white people cannot say, like the N-word. And there are certain words that black people cannot say, like the word ask. So it's okay. Even your husband's like, come on, Bernice. I bet you're fun at parties. Holy lady. Let's get her a shot. I mean, charge her for it, but get her the damn shot. Yeah, he brought her a shot. Thank you, bro. Come on, Karen, let's do it. Going to the doctor is weird in your 40s. He makes me fill out a bunch of paperwork. Then he sticks his finger in my butt. And then I go in for the exam. He has a weird look to him. Is he Amish or something? You're just excited to see electricity and shit tonight, man. What's that stick he's speaking into? This is an electric telephone, sir. What's your name, maybe?
Mine?
Yeah.
Christina.
Christina, what's yours?
Cornelio.
And my mom and his mom are Maria.
What the is going on here? My mom and his mom are Maria. She's very nice. Our mom is really nice. She introduced us to each other when we was very little. When we was a little babies. She said, you can go together. And make more little ones. I used to go to therapy. Here's why I quit. How long can you talk about getting molested before your patient leaves?
I'm from Minnesota and he's Mexican.
And he's what? How are you, sir?
I'm a Hispanic, yes. Same as your wife.
Know her, sir? Can you dance pretty well, sir? You a big dancer?
Of course, I'm Mexican.
But just a minute ago, you were Hispanic. You're Mexican too, aren't you?
I'm Hispanic.
You're Hispanic.
From Spain.
Sure you are. You know the truth, dude. You've been to her parents' house in Modesto or wherever the What's her name, ma'am? May I ask your number?
Angelica.
Angelica, very nice. It's pretty. What's that?
Angelica.
Oh, sorry. Okay, got it. It's the same name. They're really pushing diversity in Hollywood. They just signed Jimmy O. Yang to star in the next Home Alone film called Home Alone. I grew up in a pretty white suburb, but in junior high, they bussed us across town to be integrated with black kids from the inner city. After the first day, my mom was like, did you make some new friends? I was like, ain't none of your goddamn business. I learned this too. Black kids mature way faster than white kids. And I was like the last kid to hit puberty, so I got made fun of a lot. Like I remember one time in gym class in the shower, I was washing my clip, and... Are you easily offended? Are you one of these new generation? Okay. Oh, cool. All right. Right on, bitch. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Sorry.
She's getting engaged.
Okay. What's his name?
Michael. She was here with Michael and his family at the first show, and then she came to this show with me to celebrate my birthday.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a camera. No. You want to be on the internet? What? But I never understood white people who talk like they're black. Straight up! They all got the same story, don't they? They grew up around black people. So, we grew up with a bunch of Hmong kids and Vietnamese kids. We don't sound like casinos. Dun, 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 ding, 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 ding. One time, some white lady in the front row got triggered because I called a black guy brother. I was like, you don't understand. I call every guy brother. She was like, then why don't you call me sister? I was like, because you're not black. Stupid bitch. I couldn't believe it. One time I did a joke about smelly vaginas. And this lady goes, not funny. I said, hey, if you don't like it, wash it. Greenville, Mississippi. That was the first place I saw a white person use the N-word openly. Even I was like, Your Honor? Did you know in California they are swearing in non-citizens as police officers? Can you imagine getting pulled over by one? Do you have a driver's license? No. Oh, me too. Black people have dominated every sport but bowling. I tried to take my buddy Lamar, but he was like, nah, I already got 2 strikes.
People think I make up friends just to get away with racial jokes, which isn't true. Just ask my half-black, half-Mexican, half-Irish friend, Tyrone McSanchez.
I actually had to go to AA, which is ridiculous. First thing they tell you to do is stop hanging around with other alcoholics. So I stopped going to AA.
I like TV shows that make you feel good. Like, you know, that show where they take the ugliest, fattest women and put a bunch of makeup on them and dress them up? The View.
Different people say the word differently depending where you go. Like on the West Coast, they're like, you're racist. In the South, they're like, you're racist. You know?
Political correctness is killing comedy, you guys. It is. It's always white people that want to correct you, right? He's not black, he's African American. Or he's not Hispanic, he's Mexican American. Or he's not Asian, he's Chinese American. You know only Americans do that? Like I know a black guy that lives in China. They don't call him an African Chinaman. They call him King Kong. My dad thinks everything is a conspiracy. He's like, yeah, I read on the internet some aliens crashed in Minnesota. Only one survived. Now they're trying to communicate with it. Find out their secrets, what they want, why they're here. I said, Dad, some aliens, they're Somalians. People are so easily offended nowadays. When did we get so soft? Listen, my grandfather killed 62 Japanese men and then went off to war. We just went to India. I had heard it's the dirtiest country in the world. Now they got signs everywhere that say, please wash your hands before you shit in the street. Cats are more low maintenance, easier to deal with. Like, you can't leave a dog alone for more than a day without feeding it, petting it, walking it. A cat, you can leave it alone for a month with no food or water. And when you come home, all you gotta do is throw out the carcass. There's a big difference between racial humor and racist humor. I learned the difference in high school. A good friend of mine was a black kid named Lamar, and one time in the cafeteria, someone called him a monkey. Yeah, Lamar was so mad, he threw a banana at him. Why is it, if I'm rude to a black person, it's racism? But if a black person is rude to me, it's customer service. This is the first time in history where people are actually ashamed to be white. Not me. I'm proud to be white. And so are my kids, Darnell and LaQuisha. How long are you guys together, man?
Together for 12, married for 2.
Yeah, don't rush into it. Get to know each other. Is it like your second or third marriage? Did he tell you what happened with his last one? Yeah. What's that?
She passed away.
She passed away? Well, that's my time, you guys. Thanks for coming out. You guys are like, dig your way out of that hole, mother. Well, did you have something to do with it? Better not piss him off, man. If he wants a BJ, you give it. And is the sex still good? You still banging it out?
I'll never tell.
You would never tell? Or you can't tell? We're all a little racist. At least I admit it. Like if I'm in my car and I see a suspicious looking black guy, I tell him to get out.
Black people watch a horror movie like they're watching a football game. Run! you? Damn, ain't this about a White people talk in movie theaters too. It's just different. Black people are like, watch out! We're like, yeah, there's some black people in here. Yes, it's an emergency. It's hard to talk dirty to a Latina because they have tempers. I tried. I was like, you're a dirty girl. She was like, well, you're a f***ing loser. You guys are Mexican, right? ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? Utah. What are you running from, Pedro? But you're not from there. I will guarantee you're not from there. You're from LA probably, right? Somewhere?
I'm actually from California.
Okay, what part, man?
Orange County.
Oh, you know Hector? Yeah, I was married to a Mexican girl for 11 years, so I know, you know what you're going through, you know what I mean? What's your name, ma'am, can I ask?
Karen.
Oh. None of this adds up. What'd you do before this? We were at synagogue. You're married to an actual Karen. God, do you call her that during sex? You like that, Karen? Would you write a blog about that, Karen? People ask my opinion on illegal immigrants. The problem is the criminals. We need to round them all up like a bunch of stray dogs and kick their asses out of our government. A lot of people don't know this. Mexicans actually built the pyramids. How do we know that? No permits. What do you call a Mexican with no siblings?
Oh, no.
White. Illegal immigrants get cash, free cell phones, free apartments, free health care. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I don't get free health care. I went to the doctor and he asked if I had insurance. You know what I told him? Okay. It's no secret that some Asian people have trouble with the letter L. I was talking politics with a Chinese guy, and he was like, what do you think of this erection? I said, that's a hard one. When it comes to race, no one gets offended like white people. Oh my God. For example, my gardener is Mexican, and if I assumed he liked tequila, my sister would be like, why? Because he's Mexican. But my gardener would be like, why? You got some? Have you noticed the older you get, the less you care what people think? I remember my grandfather would walk around the house completely naked and then go inside. Some words aren't even racist, but you still can't say them. I'll give you an example. If you react, you're a re-actor, okay? If you research, you're a re... Okay. If you renege, you're a re... I'm trying to be woke. I actually go in the ladies' restroom now. Sure. Well, because technically I'm a man, but I identify as a pervert. Vietnamese people sound a little sarcastic when they talk. Like I was at Walmart the other day, and the greeter was Vietnamese. I didn't feel very welcome. She was like, welcome to Walmart. I was like, dude. I don't have kids because I'm not parent material. I realized it when I was watching my 7-year-old nephew. He was like, Uncle Quinn, what happens when we die? I said, we hide your body. You get influenced by who you're around. Like, I'll admit, I went through a phase where I kind of walked like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, because one of my best friends was crippled. So you just try to... What do you do?
I'm a psychic medium.
You're a psychic medium? Hold on. I'll handle this. Can you tell me something? Like, just anything. Something that you can't sit the f*** out here. This redneck, I better pull up my britches for this. Does that help you hear better? Can you tell me anything about me without guessing? And don't do that where you're just like, there's someone in your family with the letter F. Can you tell me anything specific?
I'm not a performer.
Let's show people that it's not fake.
So why do you think you were attracted to me?
What's that?
Why do you think you were attracted?
So I didn't ask for a question? How about this? You don't have to do it about me. Take a look at him. She's gonna be like, you voted for Trump.
You guys look pretty, yeah?
That's my mom.
So no. Either she looks great for her age, or you look like That's your son? Are you from the complex? Where we live over at Incest Gardens? How old are you, dude? 15? Oh, you didn't have to leave right now. How old are you, dude?
26.
26. You ever gonna let him go out on his own, for Christ's sakes? We're going to the comedy club, Jeremy. I don't want to go to the fucking comedy club. That's your son right there. Where's mom?
Lucky that way.
You're just... Usually people don't know where the father is, but you don't know who the mother? That's how white people do it. My fiance's from Albania. Our dad's foreign, you know. He's different, you know. He pulled me aside. He was like, if you ever hit my daughter, I will pay you. I remember when I was growing up, one of our neighbors was black, and he told me, Quinn, it is never okay to use the N-word. Ever. I was like, okay. So, like, how should I greet you? Good afternoon, what? When I was growing up, bullies kept people in check. I got kicked off my high school football team for what they now call fat shaming. But look, if you're 300 pounds of flab, your guts hanging out of your shirt, and you get winded just walking onto the field, you should not be a cheerleader. If you're against guns, consider this. Gun violence kills 30,000 people each year. So they should take away our guns, right? Car crashes kill 55,000. Should they take away our Asians? What do you look for in a guy?
Definitely has to pay on the date.
Okay, so you're a prostitute. And what else? Where are you from, maybe?
Italia.
We call it Italy, but that's okay. So what's your story, sir? You got a wife at home somewhere?
No, I don't. I'm all on myself. I'm looking for something young and pretty.
By the way you were looking at him, we can tell you're not racist. This is the first time he's been uncomfortable all night. My last girlfriend left me for another guy. Then she posted pictures of them together on Instagram. So I wanted her to know that I moved on. I don't need her. I'm having the time of my life. So I sent her a picture of me blowing myself. One girl asked me for a dick pic. Yeah, and I'm old school. So I gave her one in black and white. And she liked the black one. Women think all men are the same. I dated one gal with really bad trust issues because her ex-husband cheated on her. I said, I promise I will never marry you. Only white people have to watch what they say. Like if a black person says they don't want to be around white people, it's fine. But if I say I don't want to be in prison, men and women are not equal. In fact, not all men are equal. I guarantee if I bring a black dude up here and we both take our dicks out, we'll both be smarter than women. What are you, man? Can I ask?
Yeah, sure, Indian.
Indian? Oh, well. Did I say that right? You're Mexican, right? A little bit?
Mexican, Japanese.
Mexican what?
Japanese.
Mexican and Japanese. That's got to be a weird accent, right? ¿Cómo está? What's going on with you, sister? You're something, huh? Filipino. Oh, all right. What Kaiser do you work at? What's her name, ma'am? May I ask your number?
Angelica.
Angelica, very nice. It's pretty nice. What's that?
Angelica.
Oh, sorry, okay, got it. It's the same name. I got no problem with liberals. My problem is libtards. They'll say like, why do you need a gun? Because I live in a bad neighborhood, okay? Not fantasy land. That's the difference between me and a libtard. Like if someone broke into my house, I'd be like, hey, put your hands up. A libtard would be like, hey, put your mask on. Black people have awesome music, and no one can do it quite like them. In Las Vegas, they have a Motown tribute show. But it's done by all Eastern Europeans, and it's not the same. They got a Croatian guy singing The Temptations. It's like, boom, 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 boom. I have sunshine. I was married to a Mexican girl. We went on that website, Ancestry.com, traced her family back 5 generations, all the way back to 1996. The greatest leaders in history were men. Like my favorite speech of all time was I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King. If he was a woman, it would be I had the weirdest dream. When I was 8, I was molested by a party clown. Yeah, I was like, you lied to me. That's not a balloon animal. We gotta laugh and have fun, because you never know when this shit's all gonna end. My uncle had a heart attack right before the Super Bowl. I literally watched him die. He grabbed my arm and told me to call the paramedics, but it was too late. The game was starting. I think my house is haunted. Apparently, the last guy who owned the house died in the house. It was like some surfer dude from the 70s. Late at night, when it's dead quiet, I'll hear, I'm extremely jealous and protective of her. Like if another guy so much as her. I used to work in an office with this black woman named Verna Jean. And she was so passionate about anything she'd say. I'd be like, hey, Verna, you want a cup of coffee? No, you know I want a cup of coffee. Mexicans are survivors. A buddy of mine is Mexican, and his daughter grew up with all these health problems. And for a while they were worried, but by the grace of God, she just celebrated her 21st pregnancy. Everyone's trying to act like they're black nowadays.
What's up, y'all?
Everyone. I know a Native American guy who tries to act like he's black. They call him holds gun sideways. When black people get mad, it's like they're talking over a fence. Hey, excuse me! Say it again! Black audiences are great. They're not easy. At first they're like, I don't know about this motherfucker just yet. One time I did a joke about black kids with no fathers, and this black dude goes, hey, my son has a father. I was like, good. Have you met him? I did a show for all black women. I couldn't even get a joke out. They just kept yelling, take it off! Take it off! This is the last time I wear a white hood. I was at the gas station today, and some guy looked Mexican, tried to sell me a Rolex. But when I looked super close, like this close, I could tell it wasn't a real Mexican. Where are your kids at, man?
We got it farmed out.
You got them farmed out? Are they telemarketers in India? What are we talking about? Where are your kids at? You guys got kids. They're all grown up. Good for them. They're in Seattle? Yeah, where they belong. Liberals. That's where you send them. If they're really bad, send them to Portland. You didn't think I'd be like this, right? You can't even tell I'm trans. Got a little pussy in here. Why don't you farm that out? Black people have no inhibitions. One time some huge black dude hit on my wife right in front of me. I said, hey, I'm all for reparations. But this is my wife. You deserve better. Black people have no inhibitions. One time some huge black dude hit on my wife right in front of me. I said, hey, I'm all for reparations. But this is my wife. You deserve better.
Let's say you call a white person, might sound something like this.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Let's say you call a Mexican person, might sound something like this. Let's say you call a black person, might sound like this.
I was waiting to board a flight recently, and I noticed that the pilot was a female, which I thought was cool. I'd never seen a woman fly a plane. I mean, I didn't actually see her fly the plane, because obviously I caught a different flight, but I just thought it was cool. And I was like,
Black people, you guys are awesome, man. What's your name, man? May I ask?
Tyrone.
Tyrone, of course it is, man. Yeah. My biggest hero was Martin Luther King, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
He was the best speaker ever. A lot of people don't know Martin Luther King was actually a salesman before he was an activist. Yep. Can you imagine that? You knew that, right? He must have been the greatest salesman ever. Are you tired of your vacuum cleaner? One time some white lady came up to me after the show and she goes, hey, I didn't like those jokes about black people. I was like, lady, I can tell. You don't know shit about black people. She was like, oh, yes, I do. I love rapping music. I was like, then you should know. Bitches ain't shit. People love to get offended. I don't get it. I love to laugh. If something is funny, I laugh. I don't care. There's only one thing I could never laugh at, and that's a female comedian. Quinn! Bang! I want to thank the owner for bending the rules to let black people in tonight. Can we give it? Where's that tall black dude that said to do some black jokes? What's your name, man? Will. Yeah, all right, man. Thanks for coming. Did you say Dayquil? This is my girl, Robitussin. I normally don't have a black representative to endorse these shows.
We got two black representatives.
Thank you. You interested? What's your name, ma'am? Can I ask?
My name is Shanita.
Of course it is. Have you met Benadryl? What's your name, sir? Your nombre?
Jose.
Okay. I've never had a gay guy get offended. They might go, oh, stop it, but that's it. I admire gay men. Anyone who can take a pecker in the tailpipe has a real talent. They should have a TV show, America's Top Bottom. Getting laid is tricky. You can't rush it. I asked one girl if I could stick it in. She's like, can I call you back? Most people choose to raise their own kids, but I'm proud to say that my kids were adopted, which is something I am proud of, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. They were adopted, and honestly, I don't miss them. No, it's just a joke, man. No, we had to put them down, but yeah, they were... We come from different worlds and totally different backgrounds, but her family, I appreciate that they try to make me feel comfortable. Like at Christmas, they're all standing around me singing, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, pinche güero. My mom gives too much information. Like when she's asking for directions, she'll be like, hi, we live an hour outside of town and there's no Home Depot there, so we drove in because we're remodeling our kitchen. Mom, they don't need to know all that. Hi, my son was molested and... Hi, our neighbors are Haitians. Have you seen a gray cat? Are you Asian? What kind? That sounds bad.
The Philippines, yeah, right on. Man. How'd you guys meet?
Off of a dating site.
Oh yeah? What was it?
No, I came here when I was 2.
Holy
Father served for our
So the shipping was cheaper. Are you Filipino too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Chinese Mexican.
Chinese Mexican. That's what you are, actually. That's a Filipino. You are her. Chinese Mexican. What's your name, Maria Kim? What's your name, by the way? Chinese Mexican. What's that? Ruth. Oh. You wanted to get into the workforce, huh? Where were you born, it seems like?
Calexico, California.
Calexico, California. Okay. All right. I know it. And then how'd you meet him? Was he down there patrolling the border? You look like a cop. How'd you guys meet for real? So you were from Calexico, right?
Yes, too. We met at Toys R Us.
You met at Toys R Us? Whoa, you guys like them young, dude. Well, how are you doing? Welcome back. Just so you know what's going on, these guys are human traffickers. My grandmother is kind of senile. She keeps bragging that she voted for a black person. I was like, Grandma, that is not a black person. He's orange. I got a message to all black people. We know what you're saying. We got it.
They love to check, don't they? It's hot, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's older. How old are you?
I'm about to be 29.
You're about to be 29. Okay, so that's 28, just so you know. And how old is this dude? He's like 50? Okay. Nobody likes paying rent, so I get that. So he's almost 50? And that's the problem?
Just, different places in life.
Because he's in a nursing home and you're here? What does he do?
He doesn't have a job.
Yeah, he's retired. What do you do?
I'm an event planner.
What kind of events do you plan?
Like big conferences.
Are you planning his funeral? Mexicans can fix anything. My gardener can fix anything if he understands me. Like one time I was like, hey, while you're here, my dishwasher won't work. He was like, okay, let me talk to him. Mexicans are the hardest workers on the planet. Did you guys know Mexicans actually built the pyramids? You know how we know that? No permits. My ex-girlfriend was black. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying?
He's not black.
What?
He's not black.
Okay. Is that how few black people you have down here that you don't even know that he's black? You might want to tell her. Well, let's find out. What do you think he is? You don't even know, do you? You don't even know. He's like my boyfriend or whatever. Are you black, dude?
I am black.
Yeah, see? I used to be fat. It runs in my family. My sister was over 300 pounds by the 6th grade. One time she went bungee jumping, and we still miss her. When black people get mad, it's like they're talking over a fence. Hey, excuse me. Say it again. There's always someone who gets offended. Like one time I did a joke about smelly vaginas. And this lady goes, not funny. I said, hey, if you don't like it, wash it.
I think some of the things that you're saying.
Yeah, just sit down.
Okay.
They're mean.
Can I tell you something, lady? Hold on.
Sit down. Go take a hike.
Okay, lady, can I tell you something? If you're easily offended, don't go to a comedy show.
Yes, thank you.
They didn't come to hear you, they came to hear us. I think what people lose sight of is the fact that these are just jokes, okay? What we say up here is not to be taken seriously, okay? You'd be amazed. Like, some people have the audacity to call me a racist when my wife is Mexican. It's like, how could I be racist when I'm married to a lower race? Why don't you answer that?
There are certain words that white people cannot say, like the N-word. And there are certain words that black people cannot say, like the word ask. There's a lot of superstition about marriage. Like, I'm Norwegian, and before the wedding, we consider it bad luck for the groom to see the bride in bed with another man. I dated an East Indian woman who tried to have phone sex, but she was like, "This call is being recorded for quality control." Sometimes I let kids in my shows, but I had to make a rule just for Latinos. You got to be at least 9 years old to bring your kids. I'm getting a swinger vibe from you guys.
My hubby right there.
Can I get a redneck translator real quick? That's my hubby right there.
My boy choice.
He's steered the Billy Cat.
Yeah, that's my lover.
Did you put that shirt on him? He's my little traffic cone. I like to sit on him. It'll be fun.
It's hell though, but I don't know what it's about.
You don't know what it's about? Do you know what you're saying right now? I got pulled over by a female cop. I was like, "What seems to be the problem, officer?" She goes, "Oh, nothing." Took an hour to get it out of her. Then she gave me a ticket for speeding 10 years ago. People who hate Trump really hate him, don't they? I've never heard people talk like this before. I hope he dies in a fire. I hope his whole family dies in a fire. I hope all those motherfuckers burn in hell. Now, please turn your Bibles to Psalms. How was the show?
The show was so good. It was so good. And people are talking about it. Everybody's so excited about it. This guy, he's so funny. He's going to kill America, and a lot of people are saying it.
I've been looking for a black girl with blonde hair, you know what I mean? I thought you were white till you turned around. Okay. Dated a black girl. This black girl was awesome at talking dirty. She sounded like a civil rights activist. Lick that like you ain't never licked it before. I didn't vote because it's a toss-up. I was like, do we want a female president or a real president? You know what I mean? It's hard to find a woman with morals nowadays. Some girl on OnlyFans slept with 100 guys in a day. Then she wanted to break the record with 1,000. But she changed her mind because obviously she didn't want to look like a slut. When you're dealing with a woman, you gotta choose your words carefully. Like one time my ex-wife was like, "You don't like my cooking." I was like, "I'm sorry you perceive it that way. I didn't mean to vomit." It's how you react. My dad once told me, "Quinn, if a woman ever yells at you, instead of yelling back, just relax, take a deep breath, and smack her." So you don't do something you regret, you know what I mean? White people's lives are not as easy as people think. We have problems too, okay? Like I drank a bottle of champagne that was past its expiration date. That didn't feel good. Shelf lives matter. I had a rough year, man. We just buried my grandmother, so she's probably dead. I got a kidney stone. Oh, worst pain I've ever felt. It's actually been compared to childbirth. Ladies, I know, having a baby is worse, because obviously you got to keep it. Black people are sick and tired of not getting the same opportunities as white people. They've been marching, rallying, protesting, anything but work. I'm not sexist. I just think men and women have different strengths and weaknesses. Like, only a woman can simultaneously talk on the phone, do her makeup, hold a baby, and crash a car. China just deployed the first robot police officers, like real RoboCops. The biggest difference from the Chinese human cops is each robot has a different face. Women have come a long way in the last 10 years. Did you know today we have almost twice as many female doctors as good ones? I used to work in an office with this black woman named Verna Jean. She was so passionate about anything she'd say. I'd be like, hey, Verna, you want a cup of coffee? No, you know I want a cup of coffee. Why don't they push more diversity in sports? Like, why aren't more Mexicans in the NBA? They might not have the height, but they got the numbers. Think about it. If Juan gets injured, there's another Juan just like him. At least let them be the referees. They don't even need a whistle. Why aren't more Asians in the NFL? They were born for collisions. Let's say you call a white person.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Let's say you call a Mexican person. Let's say you call a black person. I never understood white people who talk like they're black. What's up, y'all? They all got the same story, don't they? They grew up around black people. So, I grew up with cats. I'm not like... My parents only know white people, so they don't even get racial humor. I was like, Mom, how many Mexicans does it take to screw in a light bulb? She was like, oh, I can do it. I was going through security at the airport, and they confiscated my pepper spray. What am I supposed to do if a baby starts crying? Dated a Vietnamese girl for a while. She loved to talk dirty, but the problem was I can't have and laugh at the same time. She'd be like, you want to fuck me, boy? I dated a fat girl for a while. She was very sensitive. One time I was talking about and she was like, do you mind we're eating? Then one time she was eating and I was like, do you mind we're having I try to be open to all cultures and ethnicities. I recently went to an Ethiopian restaurant, but they had a little roach problem. They ran out.
This is why I left California. I couldn't go to a Walmart without getting harassed. Like, hey, excuse me, can I get some money? Huh? Can you give me something to eat? I was like, you know what? Get a job. Okay? Have some self-respect. And don't give me the whole, whoa, that's not how you talk to your wife.
One time I got pulled over by a black cop. He said, why'd you run that red light? I said, because officer, I don't see color. If you see a big black guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably just walking by. But if you see an Asian guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably driving. I think black people sound cooler because everything's just shorter. Like a white person will be like, all right, all right. Black person? A white person will be like, do you know what I mean? Black person, nah, mean. A white person will be like, this is absolutely ridiculous. A black person.
Getting laid is tricky. They say a woman can tell within the first 5 seconds if a gun is real.
Why is it if I'm rude to a black person, it's racism? But if a black person is rude to me, it's customer service. No one calls black people racist. That's why if I'm on the phone with a black person in customer service, I talk like I'm black too. That way if things go south, they don't know I'm white. The f*** you think you talking to? I swear to God. You better ask somebody.
Yell home. People love to get offended nowadays. One guy wanted to fight me for making a joke about his dead grandmother. I was like, dude, if you can't take a joke, maybe you shouldn't be at a funeral. Latinas like to be the boss in the bedroom, and you better just let them. Like my wife liked to be on top, but I don't like to be face down. How come they never give black names to hurricanes? Would it sound too racist? Hurricane Tyrone shot up the coast tonight. Hurricane Shanique will wreak havoc and destruction. One time, some white lady in the front row got triggered because I called a black guy brother. I was like, you don't understand, I call every guy brother. She was like, then why don't you call me sister? I was like, because you're not black. Stupid bitch, I couldn't believe it. People who've experienced true adversity don't get offended. I was talking to some black dude with no legs. I said, what happened? He said, my parents were black. I'm trying to be woke. I actually go in the ladies' restroom now. Because technically I'm a man, but I identify as a pervert. This is why I don't want kids. A buddy of mine watched his wife give birth, saw the baby come out and all the blood and screaming and everything, and now he can't really get aroused without thinking about it. My ex-girlfriend was black. Her name was Janice. Her parents just took their own names, John and Denise. White people couldn't pull that off. Hey, this is our daughter, Glenifer. Tuck that butt crack in, sister.
She's always done that, and I'm her mother. She always tells me that's how she breathes.
I think that's called a fart. These ones look alike, too. Holy smokes. You twins?
No.
Oh, good. Because I was going to say, can you feel it when... Just in time. Welcome back. Your mom says you got some ventilation issues. Call an HVAC guy or something for that. Okay, so you're all sisters, right? Okay. Your mom and sister. So you're all sisters. All right. You came out, you look a little different than them. What's going on? What? You guys got different dads.
No, they're all the same dad. But he's an
Okay, good. That's what you told them? Cool. People love to get offended. That's why I love my gardener, Bernardo. Because he doesn't get offended like white people do. Like if I assumed he liked tequila, my sister would be like, why? Because he's Mexican. But Bernardo would be like, why? You got some? The last thing on his mind is racism. I asked him if he deals with any bigotry. He said, nah, only little trees. Nothing phases him. I could be like, Bernardo, the apocalypse is coming. He'd be like, the what? The world is ending. He'd be like, oh. So, did you pay me now or no?
I tried that internet dating. This one gal claimed she loved the outdoors and long walks on the beach. Turns out she was homeless.
I don't understand cops, man. We probably got a few in here, man. You look like a cop, dude. Are you? Yeah. You are a cop right here. I'd fist bump you, but I don't want to leave evidence. Are you really a cop?
He's retired.
Retired, okay. Yeah, what'd you get fired for? Everybody's doing it. You're a cop, man. What is he like? He likes something weird, right? What do you like? Finger in the tailpipe? What do you do?
He's Italian.
He's Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 fingers. So you did retire. What did you do before you retired?
I was a federal agent.
Federal agent? Can you hold these edibles for me? That's what they are. But you don't know that. Look, man, you're out. You want to try it? White people don't get what it's like for black people who grew up in the hood. Like a buddy of mine is black, and he said his neighborhood was so bad, he literally couldn't leave the house without robbing someone. What kind of work work do you do, sir? Can I ask? I appreciate you putting up with all my bull.
Retard.
Ooh, that sounded a little weird. Retired! I thought you said. Did you hear that? The poor guy thought you couldn't get a job because you were mentally handicapped, sir. Well, I hope I didn't make this too awkward for you guys. I'm just trying to involve you in the show.
Make it feel better. We met online 1 hour ago. We're going to get something now.
Okay, can I get a redneck translator real quick?
I know a liberal couple that wants to transition their 7-year-old son just because he feels like a girl. I asked him myself, what do you mean you feel like a girl? You know what he said? I'm not talking to you. I think men and women are equal. Women are doing all the same jobs now. I was waiting to board a flight recently, and I noticed that the pilot was a female, which I thought was cool. I'd never seen a woman fly a plane. I mean, I didn't actually see her fly the plane, because obviously I caught a different flight, but I just thought it was cool. I
appreciate y'all being here. That's a little weird. What else is going on? It's not a real strict admission policy here, is there? What is this all about? Can I ask, sir? Is it?
He is an emotional support pet for veterans.
He's an emotional. Does he know this?
And he also attracts beautiful women.
Oh! Yeah, just not tonight. Okay.
A good friend of mine is a black neurosurgeon with a beautiful wife, 3 awesome kids. Even though all his life he was told he's dumb, he's ugly, no black kid could ever be a surgeon. And thank God, he didn't believe me. I got pulled over on the way here, and I got out of it because I'm a comedian. He goes, tell me a joke. I said, vote for Kamala.
Women just don't live like us. Like, fellas, you ever take a dump so big you clog the garbage disposal?
You ever see a white guy who thinks he's black, but can't dance for And I love Obama. Fellas, have you noticed, like, you know, when you get older, your equipment is a little more unpredictable? Like, sometimes right in the middle of I start getting an erection. She's been crying a lot. We had to put her cat down, because unfortunately, I want a dog. Dating has changed. It used to be the man paid for the woman, but nowadays the woman is a man. I think politically we've come a long way, but we have a long way to go. Like, remember, it was not that long ago that women could not even vote. Now, maybe in another 10 years, we'll fix it. I'm gonna catch on. You got a little COVID, sir? Jesus Christ. I think you got a clarinet in your chest. How many years together? I'm sure they asked you, huh? How many years?
Many.
Many, many? No fucking clue? Is that what that means? This guy's got it way out for everything. What's her name? That's my wife. Let's try it again. How many years together, sir? You got to know this.
20.
20? What country are you from, man? No, you can't just say pass. I'm the comedian. You're not from here, are you? You guys are from another country? Yeah. What's that?
Canada.
What do you guys do for fun up there in Canada? Oh, here we go, sir. Somebody call the paramedics because... Poor guy. Most people cover their mouth. You don't... Oh, I'm sorry. Is that how you do it in Canada? That's different. You got a blowhole up there or something? You need to get out. Kids have it way too easy nowadays. Every kid's got a cell phone. You know what my generation got? Molested. Some of us got molested in the Boy Scouts. But it was worth it for all those skills we learned. How to swim, how to make a fire, how to keep a secret. Every race talks different. Let's see, call a white person.
Hello, please leave a message.
Let's say you call a Mexican person. Let's say you call a black person. It's jokes. What's that, sir?
Be careful with your jokes, right?
No, I'm just getting started, sir. Just getting started. I grew up watching black comics make fun of white people. And I laugh my ass off. So no one's gonna tell me I can't do the same. Everything is racism now. My sister claims whenever she dates a black guy, she feels like they're being watched. I'm like, yeah, they're called conjugal visits.
He's the police. Yeah.
He's the police? What's your name, officer?
Smith.
Smith. Oh, okay. Well, let me see some ID for a change. How about that? Is this your wife here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. You ever in the squad car? It's public information. I can ask this. Is your body cam on right now? Let me ask you something, Officer Smith. Why are cops so worried about drunk drivers and not elderly drivers? How many times have you been cruising down the freeway and some fossil starts floating into your lane? You probably passed away 3 exits ago. I love my grandmother, but she used to scare the shit out of us when we were kids. Riding around with her, she'd be like, these damn streets are too bumpy. We were like, Grandma, those are pedestrians. Where are your kids at, man?
We got it farmed out.
You got them farmed out? Are they telemarketers in India? What are we talking about? Where are your kids at? You guys got kids. They're all grown up. Good for them. They're in Seattle? Yeah, where they belong. Liberals. That's where you send them. If they're really bad, send them to Portland. You didn't think I'd be like this, right? You can't even tell I'm trans. Got a little pussy in here. Why don't you fawn that out? Nowadays, you can't always tell who's a man or a woman. I can always tell by what they're wearing. Like a biological woman would never wear a condom. Mexicans drink a lot. It's not a big deal for them. Like if a Mexican guy drinks till he passes out, they don't tell him to get help. They tell him to pull over. I'm getting older. I can't do certain things I used to. For example, I used to have no problem getting an erection. Anywhere, anytime. But now, I get arrested. We got a lot of Trump people here tonight, right? You guys vote for Trump? Did you know some guy went out and personally got 100,000 Amish people to vote for Trump?
I hear that a lot of Amish are voting for him this year. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I think he's a great leader.
Now, to be fair, they thought they were voting for Abraham Lincoln. Minnesota has changed. My brother still lives in Minneapolis, and the crime is out of control. Just the other night, they had to call the cops because someone left their front gate unlocked, and a couple Somalis got out. Sometimes the truth offends people. Like a buddy of mine works for Border Patrol, and he said there are some places that Mexicans just don't belong, like in a suitcase. I want black people to like me. And sometimes I try too hard. I was on an elevator with a black woman, and I was like, hey, I like your hair. Can I try it on? One of my best friends is trans, and I love him like a sister, okay? He has been through a lot, but you know what? It made him the man he was before. But he's gotten so sensitive. The other day he got offended just because I made a joke about him being trans. I said, wow, you've changed. Who's driving out of you two? Is this somebody? You're the daughter? Okay.
You guys have been dating for 2 months. These are our chaperones.
Let's back it up. Try it one more time. If you are driving drunk, be careful.
Well, you know, you got everybody rolling in the morning, and they're sober. They're crashing each other. You never see two drunks crashing each other.
And I've never seen anyone talk like this before.
I was born from a female.
I'm Mexican, so my mom was like a woman. I was married to a Mexican girl. I got a lot of material from it. For example, we went on that website, Ancestry.com, traced her family back 5 generations, all the way back to 1996. Black people are amazing athletes. A buddy of mine is black. He can run a mile with a big screen TV. How many years you guys got, man?
15.
Are these hard questions, guys? Watch how easy this is. You guys married?
Yes.
See? Simple. Wait a minute, 13 years?
No, we've been together since 2010.
It was a yes or no question, lady. That's how women are. You married? Well, I was born in Philly. But I had a weird childhood. And I don't like spiders. I tried to wake her up by sticking in the tip a little bit. That pissed her off. You know what I mean? She's way too dry. I didn't know she had cotton mouth. I didn't have any idea. Come on, Bill Cosby would love that joke.
I met a trans girl in a wheelchair. She said she was still transitioning. I said, so like, do you still walk sometimes?
My dad's best friend from childhood is here tonight. Vietnam veteran, John, would you stand up for just a second, man? John, stand up. That is a real combat veteran from Minnesota. Not a fake one, like Tim Walz.
You said that you carried weapons in war, but you have never deployed actually in a war zone.
Those weapons of war that I carried in war, I deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom.
That's the toughest guy I know. He once told me, Quinn, I've been shot at, held hostage, poisoned, but you know what? That's just marriage. A lot of white people are afraid to laugh at racial jokes because of white guilt, but they're just jokes. I have no white guilt. My ancestors didn't own any slaves, so why should I feel bad about something I missed out on? People who've experienced true adversity don't get offended. I was talking to some black dude with no legs. I said, what happened? He said, my parents were black. Laughter is how we cope with life, not getting offended. First time ever. Like I had a traumatic childhood, but you know what? I can laugh about it. I was used in child pornography. It was brutal. No 8-year-old child should be the director. She likes to talk back, but trust me, after a nice backhand across the mouth, I listen. Did you know they are offering free changes to illegal immigrants? That should not be an option. That should be mandatory. You want to live in this country? How bad do you want it? More than your Quinn, bang! I want to thank the owner for bending the rules to let black people in tonight. Can we give it Where's that tall black dude that said to do some black jokes? What's your name, man? Will. Yeah, all right, man. Thanks for coming. Did you say Dayquil? This is my girl Robitussin. I normally don't have a black representative to endorse these shows.
We got 2 black representatives.
Thank you. You interested? What's your name, ma'am? Can I ask?
My name is Shanita.
Of course it is. Have you met Benadryl? What's your name, sir? Your nombre?
Jose.
Okay. People who've experienced true adversity don't get offended. I was talking to some black dude with no legs. I said, what happened? He said, my parents were black.
when a woman tells you her problems, she doesn't want a solution, she just wants you to listen. Right, ladies?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, one time my ex-wife and I were having dinner, she goes, "I'm choking!" I said, "I hear you." Black people sound cooler because everything's just shorter, right? Right? Like a white person will be like, all right, all right. Black person?
Right.
No. You look black from up here. I should have known he's got a golf hat on. I've never had that happen before. You know it's I, right? Yeah. This is the one time this black guy, affirmative. I'm from Minnesota. Where are the Minnesotans at? One more time, make some noise. Yeah. You know where Richfield is, by any chance?
Yeah.
No, in Moorhead.
What's that?
That one.
Okay. A lot of smokers in that area, or do we do the right, Minnesotans?
You know it.
Oh. Love to hear that in bed. Are you guys from Minnesota?
Benson.
Benson? Oh, where the is that? May I ask what country you're from, young lady?
Take a guess.
No, how about you just fucking tell me? This is my show. Who's the designated driver out of you guys? Yeah, good call. Good call right there. Imagine that sitting between your... No, officer, I haven't...
Quinn, damn, give it up!
This is a big deal for me, selling out the Virgin in Vegas. Yeah! I don't want to get all emotional, but, you know, I wish my dad could have seen this, but he's out there gambling. I'm glad things are going so good now, because not even 5 years ago, I was drinking every night, blowing 10 grand a week on coke, and cheating on my wife, and that's when I knew I made it. I get a lot of hate online. One guy compared me to Hitler. I was like, wow, you really think a few jokes could draw a crowd like that? One time I just used the word retarded, and after the show this lady was like, "How dare you? My sister has Down syndrome." I was like, how was I supposed to know you had a twin? Do you speak Spanish?
I do.
Okay, I don't. But I can seem like I do. Okay, ask me any question in Spanish.
Oh my God. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Sí, pero... I recently found out that I'm actually a little black. I paid for one of those things you send away for, the credit report. No one calls black people racist. That's why, if I'm on the phone with a black person in customer service, I talk like I'm black too. That way, if things go south, they don't know I'm white. The f*** you think you talking to? I swear to God. You better ask somebody. Yeah, ho. Every race has its strengths and weaknesses. I think we all need to come together and help each other out. How come white people and black people can't have some kind of trade-off? How about this? Teach us how to dance, we'll fix your credit. I would never use the N-word. I think it's disgusting and awful. I'm so against that word, I put up a huge sign in my front yard. No N-words. N-words are not welcome here. They say, why go out for hamburger if you have steak at home?
Right.
Yeah, well, what if your steak has a fucking attitude problem? You've heard the saying, happy wife, happy life. There's no saying like that for us, right, fellas? Happy hubby if she don't get chubby. My name is Quinn, but my identity kind of changes depending on who I'm around. Just to fit in, like around my black friends, I'm Q Money. Around my Middle Eastern friends, I'm Q Hamid.
Around my white friends, I'm racist. So, facts offend people. Did you know EBT stands for every black transaction? I think we're ready for a female president. Think about it, man. We could take over any country and leave with half their shit. Nowadays, women can be anything men can be. Doctors, lawyers, men.
We've been together almost 5 years now. Just found out she's pregnant, which is a pretty big deal. How about that? Yeah. I'm gonna miss her. I'll tell you that.
Black people, you guys are awesome, man. What's your name, man? May I ask?
Tyrone.
Tyrone, of course it is, man. Yeah. My biggest hero was Martin Luther King. A lot of people don't know Martin Luther King was actually a salesman before he was an activist. Yep. He must have been the greatest salesman ever. Are you tired of your vacuum cleaner? One time some white lady came up to me after the show and she goes, "Hey, I didn't like those jokes about black people." I was like, "Lady, I can tell. You don't know shit about black people." She was like, "Oh, yes, I do. I love rapping music." I was like, "Then you should know bitches ain't shit." Life is all about perspective. Like sometimes I worry I don't have enough followers on Instagram. And I see pictures of those starving kids in Africa with the distended bellies and the flies on their face. And I think, man, they don't have any followers. You gotta have a sense of humor in a relationship. Like my ex-wife and I, we made fun of each other all the time. And we were brutal. Like, "Hey, you got saggy." And I was like, "What?" Apparently I have low testosterone. At least that's what my gynecologist told me. Latinos, you guys react differently to certain things. Like when I asked my wife to marry me, most women start crying. "Oh my God, are you serious?" Not my wife, she's Mexican. I was like, "Will you marry me?" "When?" "Because you know I work nights, Quinn." My wife's first language is Spanish, so she still has trouble pronouncing my name. Like my name is Quinn Dale, but she pronounces it pinche joto. It's no secret that some Asian people have trouble with the letter L. I was talking politics with a Chinese guy, and he was like, "What do you think of this erection?" I said, "That's a hard one." We need the right kind of immigrants. Like, my ex-wife is Mexican, and her dad came here with nothing. Worked 3 jobs to put himself through school, studied his ass off for 8 long years, and today, he speaks English. You don't prejudge people. I remember when I was a kid, I brought a black friend home, and my dad was like, "He's black, so he probably steals." I said, "Dad, you don't judge someone because they steal." It didn't happen this time, but I do believe we will have a female president at some point. It's right in the Bible. They're called the end times. To black people, everything is a conversation. So we saw this duck talking about quack, quack. There go a cat talking about meh. She always be ringing my doorbell talking about ding dong. At Home Depot, "Hey, you got them little doorstop motherfucking things?" You know what I'm saying? Like if you bump your toe, they be talking about. We're hypocrites, man. Like we'll laugh our asses off when a black comic makes fun of us, but if I tell a joke about black people, we're afraid to laugh. For example, see how quiet that got? For example, I got a great joke about black people being late, but I don't want to offend them, so I do it at the beginning. I know some of you liberals are like, "Quinn, black people are not late." Look around, they're still not here. Did you know in some countries, women still cannot vote or drive? Now, they've tried to teach them. Latinos, you guys react differently to certain things. Like when I asked my wife to marry me, most women start crying. "Oh my God, are you serious?" Not my wife, she's Mexican. I was like, "Will you marry me?" "When?"
Because you know I work nights, Quinn.
My wife's first language is Spanish, so she still has trouble pronouncing my name. Like my name is Quinn Dale, but she pronounces it Pinchi Joto. I just flew in from Alabama.
They'll stand back and look if something like they say that thing's ugly.
I've never been there. I gotta tell you, man, apart from all the racism and bigotry, it sucked.
We should have a Mexican president, man. I look at my gardener. He's the hardest worker I've ever met. I'd like to ask his opinion on things. I was like, Bernardo, what do you think about inflation? Food's out of control. No one should go to sleep hungry. He was like, then stay up. Work a night shift or something.
They say black people talk in movie theaters. So do white people. It's just different. Black people are like, watch out, he's finna get you. White people are like, there's some black people in here. Yes, it's an emergency. Can you imagine if more celebrities were Republicans? Like, can you imagine if Oprah was a Republican? You get deported. You get deported. Deported! Most white women are totally cool. But there's always one or two that are offended. And that's a choice, not a condition. If you're easily offended, ask your doctor if staying the home is right for you. Most black people are pretty easygoing, okay? Most. Not my buddy Lamar. I can tell he's offended when he tells me he's grown. I'm a grown-ass man, Quinn. It could happen at any time. At the doctor, height and weight, I'm a grown-ass man. Don't ever tell him to put his seatbelt on. He doesn't like that. I'm a grown-ass man. Sir, this is a roller coaster, okay? You want a lollipop? I'm a grown-ass man. But if a collection agency calls him, this is just a little kid. I'm underage over here. We got some black ladies in the crowd, too. Thanks for coming, sisters. Once you go black, you never go back, right?
So once you go black, you're going to need a wheelchair.
You're going to need a wheelchair? Is that something to do with health care or something? Once you go black, you're finna need health insurance. The saying is, once you go black, you never go back. Right. Yeah, well, you know what they say about white guys? Try it. Okay. Times have changed. When I was growing up, my family used to play that game, Twister, or as we called it, incest. I don't get people who move to the U.S. and don't speak English. Learn the language! I wouldn't move to Canada if I didn't speak Indian. Sometimes you can sound racist accidentally. For example, my Spanish isn't great, but I have a house that I rent out to a big Mexican family. And one time they called me because they have roaches. So I called a local Mexican-owned pest control company, Spanish speakers. And I said, ¿Puedes rociar para mexicanos? Which apparently means, can you spray for Mexicans? My neighbors are Vietnamese. Whenever they argue, their apartment sounds like a casino. It's like dang 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 bing 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 ding 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 ding. I love the Vietnamese language. It's so exciting. Everything sounds like an emergency. It's like dang bang 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 bang. It's like, whoa, what'd she say? She said, relax. When I was married, I went to Vegas with my single buddy Phil. He's like, dude, we're in Vegas. Let's get some hookers. I was like, Phil, I am married. I don't have any money for that. She was Mexican, so she would snap if I even looked at another woman, which was hard, because she had a really hot friend named Paula, who's really promiscuous. My wife was like, every night Paula hooks up with a different guy from the bar. I was like, ew, what bar? Most people choose to raise their own kids, but I'm proud to say that my kids were adopted, which is something I am proud of you guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. They were adopted, and honestly, I don't miss them. No, it's just a joke, man. No, we had to put them down, but yeah, they were... I actually thought about getting a vasectomy until I saw what happened to my brother. He found out the hard way it doesn't always work. And it can make your baby black. I took her family camping. Her mother saw a bear like 10 feet away, and it just took off running. Which is pretty funny, right? This 300-pound beast scaring a bear.
So now apparently these are homophobic. The LGQT, BLM, CoQ 10.5 community made the city of Silver Lake, California take down all no U-turn signs because they discourage cruising. So let me get this straight. We can't have signs for no U-turns, but we can have signs for no black people?
I was raised white. I remember the first time I brought a black girl home, my mom was like, "What are you doing? Untie her." I went to a bar one time just to try to get free drinks, and I got a little more than I bargained for. The bouncer grabbed my pecker. He goes, "Hey, put it away." The governor of California wants to swear in illegal immigrants as police officers. Can you imagine getting pulled over by an illegal alien? Do you have a driver license? No. Oh, me too. Vietnamese people sound a little sarcastic. I was at Walmart the other day, and the greeter was Vietnamese. I didn't feel very welcome. She was like, "Welcome to Walmart." I was like, "F you." Most black people are pretty easygoing, okay? Most. Not my buddy Lamar. I can tell he's offended when he tells me he's grown. I'm a grown-ass man, Quinn. You want a lollipop? I'm a grown-ass man. What if a collection agency calls him? "This just little kid. I'm underage over here."
My brother had a vasectomy a few years ago, and he found out the hard way it doesn't always work and can make your baby black.
I don't get white people who talk like they're black. They all got the same story, don't they? They grew up around black people. So, I grew up with cats. I'm not like...
You can't tell who's a man or woman, you know? I can always tell by what they're wearing. Like a biological woman would never wear a condom. Like, you know what I mean?
My kids are at that age where they don't really appreciate you. Like, honestly, I don't think my kids even like me. I just hope by the time they're all grown up, they don't find me. Women are so weird now. I was on a first date with a gal. She snapped just because I put my hand on her leg. She goes, "Hey, keep your hand on my dick."
How many kids you got, man?
2 boys, 43 and 47.
Okay, 43 boys, 47 girls. How'd you guys meet? Did you meet in Fontana?
We met up with your cruising.
You been on a cruise? Oh, everything has a different meaning with Latinos. I was like, you been on a cruise? Like, no, we're cruising. Look how far we're.
We had a band.
We had a band. Do you remember a lot about that? So that's how you met. He's like, "You're basically coming with me." Wait up, is this a band? Why do you call this out? You know you're free to leave, right? Well, let's find out from him his version of the story.
Oh, we missed.
Well, play it good, sir. He said he sounds whiter than me. Oh, I'm blowing legs.
Who likes Trump by round of applause? Trump? Okay. Okay. I'm in the middle. I don't know. I'm just... Yeah.
I tried to start a dog walking business, but there's too much competition. Then I saw some fat girl walking a cat, and I thought, hey, that could be my business. Walking fat girls. I was in a horrible car accident. It was so embarrassing. I pissed and shit myself, and then I lost control of the car. I had to quit drinking because around women, I'd be like, hey, you want to you know. I'd grab their ass and squeeze their and then I'd start drinking. Have you noticed the older you get, the more you talk about your health problems, right? It's like, oh, my AIDS.